It's an Amazon bargain, but is the Remington F5-5800 the real deal? We'll find out coming up next. What's up, guys? I'm Paul D'Onofrio, and welcome back to Groom Reviews, where we're getting you comfortable, confident, and clean in grooming. If it's your first time here, consider subscribing. Make sure to hit that notification bell to stay on top of all of our latest videos. So today, we're taking a look at the Remington F5-5800, and let me tell you something. I looked at this product a few days ago when I bought it. The price was over $40. I go on today, the price has dropped to $19.16. So if this turns out to be a product that I actually approve of, I'll tell you what, you should jump on there before they jack the price again. As always, I will include a link in the description below to that product. So let's jump in and take a look at what this thing has for features. All right, guys, so here is the Remington F5-5800. I gotta say, right on the box, it's got, some pretty good weight to it. It's got the foil shavers on here. You guys know I'm fond of the foil shavers with the Phillips and Norelco. Right here in the center, there are some cutters that are for cutting longer hair first. And then what you're supposed to be able to do is go back in with the foil and get the excess that's on there, the shorter stuff, and it'll get it down nice and smooth. There's an attachment on the back. This is supposed to be for sideburns or getting into, if you probably get into the side here, things like that. Based on what they claim, it should be able to cut this hair. And I know some people are probably like, whoa, that's a long beard. You got to use another trimmer for that. But no, we're going to test this out. If someone wants to use it, maybe they can. It's got this swivel head that's on here. It kind of pivots. It's always supposed to kind of angle in with the direction that you're going. I've heard some complaints with it. People don't like it. They need to then go in and hold it like this because they find that it's moving too much and it's not actually able to get some of the hair. But I'm going to see what it does for me. If it has a problem, I'll let you know. It's got this charging indicator light that's on here. It goes from 0 to 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And when you hit this power button, it turns green to show you how much of a charge you have. Now, some people have claimed that it won't work while it's plugged in. I don't know if they had a different model, but for this, I've already tested it out. I had it plugged in, unplugged, works both ways. It does recommend you have 2 hours of charge time for 60 minutes of use, and they also say they want you to charge it for 24 hours right out of the box for the most efficiency out of the battery. What comes with it is this little cover. You just snap it on there. Keeps those foils from getting damaged. These foils on here, they only expect them to be good for 6 months. Right there off the bat, that's kind of a ding on this product. Also included is this cleaning brush, so it's good to get in there. That's always good to have, and the charger. So to take this off to actually clean it, you just grab right here on these kind of grips. You pull up, this comes right off, and then you just use the brush and clean in there, clean it out. You're also able to rinse in here so you can run it underwater. I actually just went to put this on after I charged this for a long time. It's showing red right now for some reason, but it's working. I'm gonna see how long I can use this, and to show you that I can plug it in, I'm gonna plug it in right here. When I plug it in, you can see that light shows. It's still going. Let's jump in and see what the Remington F5-5800 can do. Let's stop and see for a second. So it was this long hair, you can see what I had there, and now it's, that's just that kind of that middle section first getting in there. But even touching it right here, that feels pretty smooth. I'm kind of surprised. All right, so let's keep going with this. All right, so I'm gonna flip this precision trimmer in the back up, and I'm gonna test this out and see if I can trim around here and get the sideburns, clean this up. Just feeling in here though, it's really smooth. I mean, it's really smooth. So it's actually doing a good job. Let's keep going and see what we can do. All right, guys, so there you go. It feels pretty smooth. Very smooth, actually. I mean, I'm really impressed with how this Remington F5-5800 performed compared to that other Remington I was using the other day, which I believe was the PG6025. You saw where my hair length was before, and it trimmed it down, and now it's, this feels really smooth. With the goatee, it's a little bit difficult to get in there with this precision trimmer. You can get in there, but you can really only go one way with this. You go this way, say you're trying to go back and forth, and it just kind of shuts on itself, or it just kind of flattens out like that. If I didn't have this goatee, this would probably be really smooth getting through this whole thing right now. The only problem I had was I needed to cut into these lines, and this trimmer on the back, it's good for doing those little touch-ups on the sideburns or getting, some stuff, but it may not be, the best thing that's on there. One of the issues is probably how bulky this actually is, because I'm finding, when you put it up there, it's pretty big, and when you put this on and you try to see, sometimes this actually is blocking you from actually seeing what you're cutting on there because it's in the way. The swivel on it, yeah, I can feel the swivel. I didn't find it as big of a deal that people talk about, where they're saying it's swiveling out of control and it can't cut things. My experience with most foil shavers is that you have to go over the area several times. You almost have to find the angle of the hair. You almost want to hold your cheek or your neck tight so you can then get in there. I never expect these to work on one pass. I think a lot of people have expectations that you just put it on, whoop, go right through and you're done. I haven't had a foil shaver yet that works that way. Maybe the ones that cost $250, that's like a Panasonic. As far as the Remington F5-5800 goes, you're gonna have to go over it several times. Don't get upset if you have to do that. That's gonna be part of the process with this. That's part of figuring out how to get all that hair down to a smoothness level that you like. The other thing is the noise. Yeah, it's a bit noisy, but out of the trimmers I've used, it's probably average. I mean, I wouldn't say it's crazy, but I mean, you're gonna hear it. The only issue I really have is its battery. I'm not really sure why it's indicating 0 right now, because I never once plugged it in and it's been working the whole time at pretty much full speed, it sounds like to me. As far as using it for dry or wet shave, this is made for a dry shave, so those of you who like a wet shave, you probably would want to steer away from this and find one of these foil shavers that you could use for a wet shave as well. So overall, it's a great product. I don't see many things wrong with it at the price point of $19.16. I mean, comparing that to the other products that are out there, especially foil shavers, I mean, this is a deal right now to go after. It gives you a chance to go in there, not spend too much, and say, hey, do I like this type of foil shaver? A lot of people have never used these before, and this is your chance to do it. Once the price goes up to $40 plus, where it was at before, that's where I recommend going back to probably the other products that I've reviewed. It's great if you're trying to shave your face every day and you just want something every few days. You just go in there and get it really smooth. I mean, this is something good. It's probably good on the go too. They're smaller travel shavers, but you could almost probably use this the same way. You put that cover on it to keep the foil safe, and then say you're in the car and you just want to clean up quick, you'll start looking at products like a Braun or Panasonics, and they can have them up to like $250, $150. For a foil shaver. I mean, we're talking $19.16 for the Remington F5-5800. You can't really go wrong to even just test it out. Very good product. Recommend it at its price point. If you go on Amazon, it's an Amazon bestseller. It's a 4.0 out of 5-star rating, and you'll see a ton of reviews on there. It's probably over 3,000 reviews. You'll see a lot of the issues that were discussed here, but at the price point and what you're getting and the quality that you're getting for smoothness, I think it's still a deal. All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful and enjoyed the video. Leave your comments below on any questions you might have about the product, any new products you're interested in me reviewing, if you like the surrounding better for where I'm shaving or you want to see me back in the bathroom. A like, a share, a subscribe helps me out tremendously with the channel. I appreciate you guys being here, and I'll catch you next time.